Whether it's Greek yogurt and kombucha or burgers and pizza, we are constantly being hounded by the media about what we put in our bodies. With diseases such as obesity impacting our community heavily, an emphasis on healthy lifestyle choices and diets is typically the center of conversation. We think about the organs in our bodies that we can see on an X-ray, but what about the organ we cannot see? What about the human microbiome? I took a trip around St. Edward's University to find out exactly what students think the human microbiome is.
The human is something that I might have learned about in high school or so, but right now it kind of fails me. I know biome is about environments and whatnot.
No, that's fine, that's perfect.
And that's pretty much all I know about that.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have not a clue. I would imagine something biological.
The human microbiome is made up of all of the bacteria that live on and inside your body.
I do not know what the human microbiome is.
Let's go get the facts from the expert.
The human microbiome is basically this organ that we have that was just recently discovered, and this organ is comprised of all of the many thousands of different species of bacteria that live both in and on our body. In pretty much every body part that we've looked, we find beneficial microorganisms.
That what you eat influences the composition of those microbes.
Definitely.
Went recently through this major illness because of an imbalance of the organisms that fought each other.
Okay. Do you think that the types of food that you eat influence like the composition of the microbes in your gut?
I would say yes, because I hear all the time about yogurt and how there's these probiotics that benefit us, and so I just kind of, when you ask that question, I just kind of associated it with that immediately, and so I'm gonna guess and say yeah.
The foods we eat influence the microbes in our gut. Like, what types are there?
I think so, yeah. I think the two types of bacteria, like some of them good and bad for the body, and I think, yeah, the food affects it. Yeah.
Okay, what do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Like influences body shape and size, like just in general?
In general? Probably the amount of calories in food.
Okay. I think that the food that you eat influences the composition of those bacterial microbes in your gut?
Yes.
Do you think that therefore influences your overall body shape and size?
Absolutely. There is a study detailing that.
I think in turn that the microbial community composition would then affect your body shape and size?
I guess that it could. I wouldn't think it would greatly affect it, but I bet it could a little bit.
Okay.
Our research so far has definitely suggested that the bacteria in our GI tract is very influenced by the food that we eat. A lot of this research has been done related to individuals that have a predisposition to either obesity or diabetes. And we found over and over again that diet does not have the only effect on the bacteria in our gut, but it has a very important effect. And that makes sense because the bacteria in our gut are eating what we eat. And so depending on the bacterial function, in other words, the type of metabolism that the bacteria can do, they're going to be specialized to a specific type of food source. So depending on what we eat, we're going to be basically feeding these bacteria different types of food.
Now that we know more about the human microbiome, maybe we can see how important it is to protect the microbes in our body. We now know that we need our microbial organ to help us stay healthy, fit, and happy. So don't forget, while you're protecting your lungs, liver, and heart, to also protect your human microbiome.